Tiffany White here. I wanted to put together a video regarding predictive programming and intentional mistakes in order to steer these ideas into our mind, all surrounding November. And I wanted to start off with the video just to recommend it, and I think it shows us what's planned. Jade Helm extends till November, FEMA going door to door, Obama's purge military. So if you have a chance, subscribe to Jade Helm 2015 and watch this video. It's very important. It actually discusses that there's inside information that Jade Helm is being pushed to the later part of November, which based on my calculations I showed as November 23rd, which it does break down to a 15. If you see my other videos, you'll see how that occurs. And then you'll also see that a lot of the mistakes that are made are around the number 15, and that our sacrifice day is a 14, which is 11/22. Okay, now I did want to go to the Alex Jones channel regarding Nestle boss wants to bottle even more water in California despite drought. It's 9 minutes and 46 seconds in. They mentioned that Aleister Crowley's sick rituals continue from the middle of September until the middle of November. Obviously they have some inside information on this, and I'll go ahead and play this for you. But I can definitely say yes, if we're anticipating the end of November, the Jade Helm to be actually brought into action, then this time frame makes total sense.
Proposed as a grand psyop over Crowley's sickening hidden rituals aggressively being conducted right now from mid-September to mid-November. John Bound for Infowars.com.
Okay, there you have it. Now I'm going to go over some of the mistakes that have been made around the November date, just to keep it in our minds, because we're more likely to notice mistakes. So again, it's predictive programming that we're witnessing and neurolinguistic programming, because there's a tendency for people to notice these things, and more so than when they get it right. I can even show you the comments section for IGN News, where individuals, including myself, mentioned, hey, it's not 11:22, or not 11:23, it's 11:22. So, and it's all throughout here. It's 11:22, asswipe, and all these individuals responding with the correct date. But I do believe this was intentional on IGN News.
I'm Greg, and this is IGN News. Hulu has announced that an adaptation of Stephen King's JFK assassination thriller 11/23/63 from J.J.
23.
Bad Robot Productions is coming to the streaming service. The 9-hour event series received a direct-to-series order from Hulu. Like the book, the series will follow Jake Epping as he travels back in time to prevent the assassination of President John F. Kennedy and discovers changing the past isn't without complications. It's a standalone story based on the novel, which will be adapted by Friday Night Lights writer Bridget Carpenter. King said in a statement, quote, "If I ever wrote a book that cries out for long-form event TV programming, 11/23/63 is it." And King is no stranger to television adaptations. Currently, an adaptation of his hit novel Under the Dome is on CBS. As Hulu competes with streaming services Netflix and Amazon, 11/23/63 marks the most significant original series order yet. According to Hulu's head of content, Craig Erlich, J.J. Abrams and Stephen King are two of the most celebrated storytellers of our time. And we are excited to be working with them and Warner Brothers Television to bring this unique take on one of the most seminal historic events of the 20th century to Hulu. No release date for the series has been announced yet, but stay tuned to IGN for the latest details. I'm sure J.
Okay, there you got it. 11/23/63. Intentional mistake. Now the next mistake I want to show you is Oz Perlman on the Today Show, and he is currently bringing in a lot of publicity through America's Got Talent, and you never see him mess up, except on this one date, which is November. He messes up on someone's birthday, and of course, again, that's going to stand out considering that his predictions are always spot on.
Tell them this, the summer's almost over. I don't want the party to end. I want you guys indoors.
Of course he doesn't want it to end.
Having a birthday party. Okay. Possibly separate, unless you party together. Okay. And quick, imagine it's not just the guests, the gifts, everything. Peter, picture somebody that you were inviting to your party right away.
Okay, my best
guy. No, don't. I see a wedding band. You're not thinking of your wife, are you?
She would definitely be there, but that's not who I'm thinking
All right,
about right now.
you're in trouble. Now, Dylan, hold on to this envelope.
Okay.
Look at me for a moment. Now, as soon as he said he's not thinking of his wife, I saw a slight reaction. You're thinking of a guy, is that right?
That's a guy
I
friend
can
of
tell
mine.
it's a guy.
Yep.
And
He
then
did say he.
he
Come
did
on.
say he. All right,
Yeah.
you're all over it. Erica, how
You
about
could have
this?
looked up my wife. That's why I didn't say
I
my
know.
wife.
Smart. Wikipedia. You're ripping open a gift. Your favorite thing, your buddy. Would he invite you to his birthday?
Absolutely.
He would. He would.
Yeah.
And wow, something was recent. Did you see how he kind of nostalgic you look? Don't say. August, July, June, May, April. Is he born in May, your buddy?
He's not.
It's close. March?
November.
November? Hold on. Go over here.
Haha! November! And I want to point out that was near the 2-minute and 14:15 mark. Again, critical dates, because everything's going to fall on those numbers. In November 22nd to November 23rd, we already know what they're going to be rolling out, and here it is. Okay, now the last one I'm going to show is Aleister Crowley in Chemical Wedding, in which he says Osiris was cut up into 15 parts. Why would a movie that's discussing the mythos that's supposed to be based on Aleister Crowley not know that it's 14 parts? They've done their research. This was intentional. 15 being, again, 1123. It's meant to be placed into our minds. Okay, here we go.
Time is of the essence.
Time is of essence.
No, Simons, that won't do at all. It won't work unless you believe in me, right down to your very
Of course, he was a narcissist.
Let's begin at the beginning.
And it will be a new beginning for us.
Put that down! My magical dials are not the blind eyes. They contain every rite, every sacrament of a sexual madness. The oldest and most powerful ritual comes to us from Egyptian hieroglyphics.
Yep, Egyptian.
Of the murder and betrayal of Osiris by Seth. Seth cut the dead body into 15 parts.
15 parts. Now that was at 433. So, of course, 33 being a Masonic number. So 15 parts. Did you hear that? Now, if you're somebody who's researched Crowley, you already know it's 14 parts. Probably the people who watch Chemical Wedding would already be aware of this, and it would stand out in their minds. I'm telling you, they're using neurolinguistic programming, predictive programming techniques via mistakes in order to sear that information, the November attack dates, into our mind. Right, have a good one.